The only thing constant is change. I'm sure you've heard that before. And I'm realizing more and more as time passes how true it is and how necessary it is for us as a race to grow. You know, you change your beliefs, your perspective, your opinion on things. It's very important, especially as we move through these strange and difficult times. I think what change teaches us and what nature teaches us is invaluable. I come down to this river on a regular basis when I'm home. And I take the same path every single time, but every single time it's different. This river shifts, it changes constantly. You know, there are parts that were deep that are now shallow and vice versa. The river will move 2 or 3 feet and to the right or to the left. It's constantly changing, but it always gets to its destination. And I think that's a beautiful metaphor for life, for existence. Learning to adapt to the change and get to where you're going no matter what is going on around you, what chaos is going on around you. And I think nature teaches us we have a lot to learn. If you just sit still and get away and be out in nature, it speaks to us. For some, they can audibly hear it. For others, it's just metaphorical. But it's a great teacher. I know it's saved my life and taught me many times. And it grounds me and gives me a sense of peace that I can't get out there in cities surrounded by people. People who promise you hope, whether they're a politician or a preacher or whatever the case may be. Those things are good, but you have to find something within yourself, a peace within yourself. And you can get there without another person telling you about it. It's inherent in us. We are connected to the great creator, to God, to whatever you want to call it. We are connected to that thing that we can't explain. No matter how many times we run it through a scientific process, there are things in this earth that can't be explained. Wonders, miracles, whatever you want to call them, magic. It's real. And you find that out in nature. So I urge you as we move through these strange times to allow change to flow through you and to learn from it, to adapt, to hear people out, to discuss things. The more you discuss with people about your differences, the more wisdom you gain. You know, learning knowledge, researching on your own, gaining knowledge is wonderful. But when you apply that knowledge to your life, it's called wisdom. It's from experience, and it's super important. Something we are severely lacking. People just bashing their heads against the wall and arguing and bickering and not getting anywhere. There's no progression if there's no discussion. There's no progression without understanding. So I think change, keep that in the back of your mind. I think that's a really good metaphor, to allow change to move you and to get out of your comfort zone. Stop seeing the world with these blinders on of your little neighborhood, your state, your beliefs that you were raised with, your political leanings, whatever they may be. Stop leaning so hard on those things and allow yourself to be open to other people's experiences, their way of life. They've got something to offer you. Everybody has something to offer you, to teach you, and to help change your whole world view and perspective. Just something I've been thinking about a lot lately, and it struck me as I came down here to unwind and just clear my head and visit this river that brings me so much peace. So do your best to practice compassion and understanding. We so desperately need it in our society. Don't be quick to criticize people because they see things differently than you. They've got different hopes, they've got different fears, they've got different concerns. Whatever the case may be, try to engage them and learn from them. And maybe they'll learn from you. You can't sway somebody or try to help somebody if you're insulting them, if you're berating them. You're only going to turn them off, and their resolve to think the way they think will stay strong. Division is a powerful tool for control, and fear leads to control and division. Don't be led by fear. And I feel like fear is a weapon. It's being used as a weapon against us these days. Find out what works for you. Don't deny reality. Don't deny things that are actually happening. But also, don't just swallow what you're told by people around you, by the person that raised you, by your religion, by mainstream media, whatever is controlling you and pushing you to believe what you believe. Question it. You can't truly own a belief until you question it, until you examine it, think about it. So I urge you to do that. And just try to be a good person. Try not to treat people like shit or belittle them. It gets you nowhere. And it's just reeks of arrogance and self-righteousness. And nobody should be living that way. We have so much to learn on a regular basis from each other and from the beautiful nature that surrounds us. There's many things to be learned. The more we realize that we have so much to learn, the more humble you can be. And honestly, the happier you will be. Because every day affords you a lesson if you're open to it. All right, my friends. I just wanted to check in and share. It's been a long time. I've been keeping my distance on social media and focusing on actual life and staying away from the fear-mongering and division and hate and nonsense that's on the internet. So I hope this helped somebody. I hope I'm contributing to the positive side of things. Peace, love, understanding, knowledge, wisdom, all those beautiful things we should be seeking, exercising, and protecting. All right, my friends, all hails to you.